Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, April 6th. And before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to everybody who reached out to me over the weekend to wish me a happy birthday. Thank you so much. I felt loved. I brought in 40, feeling loved, feeling adored. Thank you all for your birthday wishes. I appreciate each and every last one of them. All right, let me get off camera. That's enough of that. And today is Monday, April 6th. With me on the mic, I have some fabulous co hosts. So we're going to start off with my Libra Queen. Hey, Boo.
Hey, and happy birthday again.
Thank you so much, my love. And we also have my Icy Chili. Hey, Boo.
Yo, what's up?
Doing fabulous at 40, honey. Now, I'm still too young for an AARP discount, so I can't, or a senior discount like at Bojangles or something. They said I got to wait to 55 for that. So I'm not exactly that kind of old bitch, but I'm still an old bitch, and I'm grateful to be here. But so let's get this old. Let's let this old bitch get started and jump into the tea, honey. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Okay, old person, let's get some tea.
Now, like I pride myself on now being an old bitch, but I also pride myself on being a real bitch. And one of the things about being a real bitch is that I can admit when I'm wrong or when I got something wrong. And I was certainly wrong when it came to Savannah Guthrie. I felt that it was way too soon for her to go back to work. But from what I saw this morning, it looks like I was absolutely wrong. And it looks like she needed that. It looks like she was happy to be back. And in the midst of all of what she's going through with her mom, she kind of needed that positive energy. And you can kind of tell on her face. So you all can see where I just shared here by way of TMZ. Savannah Guthrie tears up seeing fans during first show back at Today. As we know, we talked about it before. We know she was going to be back on there today as of April 6th. So let's just watch a clip of her going. Like, I have to say, baby, y'all know I live for femininity, honey. Anything that looks feminine with a gown, a glove, anything that has drama and flow, you know I'm here for it, honey. And she was giving you good puss coming out them double doors. I said, yeah, yes, Savannah, you better work, girl. But let's take a look. Waving like she was Princess Diana, honey. I was feeling it work.
Back at 8:30 on this beautiful Monday morning. And it's a special Monday morning for us and for this crowd as well. Special because we're welcoming back our North Star. Yeah. SG, come on out here. Come on back up.
Good morning. Good morning.
They've been waiting for it. How does it feel?
These signs are so beautiful. You guys have been so beautiful. I've received so many letters, so much kindness to me and my whole family. We feel it. We feel your prayers. So thank you so much.
It's not just today. They've been out here
every day.
Every day.
This is such a nice pocket square. I don't want to slobber on it. Okay. It is. I know. I'm sorry.
How little is a million of them?
Okay.
We love you.
I love you. Thanks.
Love it. I know you're loved.
So sweet.
That was too adorable. So, like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong. And it looks like she needed that. It looked like a bunch of positive energy. You can see the fans were out there waiting on her just to show her some love. You blowing kisses, showing with pictures and with t-shirts. Welcome back, Savannah. I thought that was really nice and really kind. So, and if there's I was about to say if there's like any one little bit of hope that I can hold on to that her mom will be returned safely, then I'm holding on to that. But and you know what? I'm gonna say it and leave it at that. That's all. I'm gonna keep it there. So, well, welcome back, Savannah. And like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong, and this was definitely one of the things I was wrong about. Another thing I was wrong about, honey, Melissa Gilbert, honey, because look, we was rooting for you, girl. And honey, look, you saw how it's not looking good when she was standing by her man with that interview with George Stephanopoulos. Now there's some more shit that done came out.
Oh no,
girl, it's not looking good. And you should see where it says here, by way of TMZ, Melissa Gilbert says she knew about Timothy Busfield allegations for years. Because remember, we talked about a previous one that was like, back before they even met. So let's just see what she has to say about this. There's a little video of her talking with George, a little clip. Let's see what she has to say, Miss Gilbert. Come on, TMZ girl. Give it the program. Here we go.
The criminal complaint also includes references to two women who had accused Timothy of sexual assault back in 1994 and 2012. He settled one of the cases. Were you aware of these cases before?
No.
The criminal complaint?
I got this one. I need to make something really abundantly clear. These allegations have been out in the ether for a very long time. And
That means you knew about them.
when Tim and I got together, the internet existed. I didn't go into my relationship with him blind. I am neither naive nor am I complicit. I talked to him about it. I asked him questions about it. I heard his side of the story, which no one has ever heard, which is the truth. And when the time is right, and that is not now, Tim will tell the truth of all of these past allegations when he needs to.
Girl. Miss Gilbert. And there's one last paragraph I wanted to read. It says, as TMZ reported, Timothy Busfield was indicted in February on 4 counts of criminal contact of a minor. He pled not guilty and is out on bail with a trial scheduled for 2027. She said, yeah, I had the internet and he told me his side, which nobody else has ever heard but me. And yeah, we went through that. So when the time is right, he'll tell. Melissa, what are you doing, honey? Girl,
She's trying to support her man, but she heard rumors for years.
and was apparently okay with him.
Okay.
Chill, I'm just as gagged as you are. I'm like, ma'am.
Baby, where there's smoke, there's a fucking fire, okay?
Miss Gilbert, what are you doing, honey?
I didn't. Oh my gosh.
Girl. Gorgeous Moon, hey, welcome.
Hey y'all, sorry I'm late.
It is you never late, honey. It's always a party when you arrive.
Ow.
Well, honey, speaking of standing by problematic men, honey. So you see Kanye West had that concert over the years, and a lot of celebrities got in side eyes because we seen like a few of our favorite celebrities that was out there supporting him. But child, why he done broke a record over the weekend, baby. This is another thing I was gagged about. You should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Kanye West reportedly rakes in $33 million during his 2 comeback shows. So this starts off, Kanye West hit all the right notes during his 2 shows in Los Angeles over the weekend, raking in a whopping $33 million as he wages a major comeback after his career was sidelined by his passion for Nazis, according to a new report. Bloomberg says Kanye snagged more than $18 million in ticket sales during his Friday concert alone, making it one of the highest grossing single shows in the history of live music. The news outlet also pointed out Kanye has diehard fans rushing to buy his new record, Bully, which is on track to become one of the best-selling albums in its opening week. But Bloomberg cautioned Kanye's 2 sold-out LA gigs could be just an aberration considering all of his issues involving anti-Semitism dating back to 2022. As you may recall, Kanye went on a self-destructive campaign praising the Nazis and Hitler, turning him into a pariah within the music industry and pushing away many of his celebrity friends, as well as corporations that were doing business with him. But now, some of those corporations are giving Kanye a second chance, namely Spotify and Rap Caviar, according to Bloomberg. The 2 audio streaming services feature songs from Kanye's Bully on their top playlist. In addition, Kanye's LA shows were publicized by hip-hop mogul Rod Wave's company, which partners with Live Nation, the world's biggest concert promoter. Part of Kanye's slow comeback may be attributed to his recent apology in the Wall Street Journal for his anti-Semitic remarks. Kanye seems to be crawling his way back to mainstream success if he can keep his damn foot out of his mouth. Well, just like our president, he is a Gemini man, so we know keeping foots out of their mouths is not something that they're known to do. But because they, in their defense, they got 4 feet to worry about, right? They twins. So they got 4 people feet that they got to worry about keeping out of their one mouth. So it ain't gonna do it. But I have to say, I was I guess I can't say I was surprised, but I can say I was disappointed. Like a lot of y'all celebrities, y'all stand for nothing. I mean nothing. And it is great. When baby Kanye West couldn't even get a penty. He couldn't get one brown copper penty out of me after he went on national TV and said that sex slavery sounds like a choice to him. Fuck a Kanye West. I cannot believe y'all was, and then y'all helped him break a fucking record. That's the part that frustrates me the most. He did a record-breaking concert after all the shit he has done to multiple communities. Uh, okay, this lit baby, y'all.
You know how these people act. You know, these people, they will push their morals aside all of a sudden. I mean, it's just and it's so crazy because it is a double-edged sword. I get some people saying they're like, I know he has mental illness, blah, blah, blah. They're going with the sympathy, but the hypocrisy of how men can make a comeback, and not saying I'm forgiving Chill for what she did or that I'm even accepting that, but you see how a woman does it and then she's gonna get canceled. Kanye does it. They just hold men to a double standard, and they give because in my opinion, he's done more damage. He has been worse in the years, not even just a year, the years, and people are more forgiving. People are writing Chill off. They about to that whole tour about to be jacked up because of this issue.
And I just want to do a little asterisk, chili, not to be confused with our
Oh,
chill here.
yeah,
She perked my ears up. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. What I do?
I'm chilly. Yeah, sorry. Trying to keep up, but TLC chilly.
Yeah, you're right. I
So,
watched a clip of his concert, and all I
doing
saw
all
was
that.
white people. I know there were
Well,
some black
that's
people in the audience, but there was a lot of white people there. So
and who else is paying them an absorbent amount of ticket prices besides celebrities and white folks? I mean, there's probably some black people, but I'm sure for him to make that type of money for cost 18 million in one, them tickets was high as giraffe pussy.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, we have a really interesting comment saying, I wonder how much of this was funded in the back door just to give it hype. Ooh, okay. I
But you
like
know
how you
who pulled
think.
out? I
Uh,
guess he's supposed to be doing something. Pepsi pulled
Pepsi.
out.
I just
hmm
read that. Yes.
hmm They said, "Oh no, we still hold a grudge, bitch." And I said, "Oh, I good. Somebody."
Let me tell you, shout out to Pepsi, my North Carolina founded soda baby, who's standing right now, and I love to see it.
And I don't even like Pepsi like that, but go ahead, y'all.
I'm not a fan of Pepsi either, nor a cheer wine, but as a true North Carolinian, I will never say that on a recording line ever again. So, I won't no smoke, y'all. Y'all know I love us. I love us, Bull City, Bull City. But, um, yeah, that's that for that. I did see a couple of celebs, like black celebs, but just like you right, Chilla, it was mostly a white audience, just with a sprinkle of a few black celebs, like Chloe Bailey, of all
You
people.
know, them youth ain't got no good sense that God gave them,
Oh, girl.
and they just, I don't know.
They're
I
walking
don't
around, "Da,
understand
da,
it.
da, da, I can go see whoever I want."
Basically, basically, everybody just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if principalities have died. I don't know. People's, they don't, I don't know. They don't hold 10 toes down on their shit. I don't know. I'm cool. I know he has mental issues, and he knows he has mental issues, and he continued to stay in a manic state for far too long. And I'm sorry. Yuck. I don't want to deal with that. Mm-mm,
Exactly.
mm-mm,
$33 million. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, honey.
hmm I guess. Watch. You watch. It's gonna be a more some. But who said that? We talked about that last week. Who said that you're gonna be disappointed about your favorite celebrities? Cause, baby,
Lizzo.
mm, mm,
Lizzo. She warned us.
mm.
Hey,
Yeah, she.
Hammy. Welcome, boo.
Hi, Hammy. Y'all. We
Okay.
going by the end of this, we're gonna be falling out with a whole lot of people. We still got a long way to go.
Okay. I hope somebody making an Excel spreadsheet. Now, I will offer to do it, but I already got enough on my plate, honey. So, somebody make an Excel spreadsheet so we can keep up, honey.
Okay, I mean the Excel spreadsheet gonna have like 50,000 tabs. You're gonna have the people we need to hold accountable on the Republican side that need to go to jail. We're gonna have celebrities who need to be canceled. I mean, there's a lot to be keeping up with right now.
Okay.
We're gonna
And
have to
you
have
know
a
what?
meeting and compare notes. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's why we want it in Excel because it's a lot to keep up with. Excel will easily help us organize it. Shout out to
And
Excel.
keep it and make it shareable
Okay.
so we can add on to the list.
You know, I couldn't stand that motherfucker at first. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Right before I got laid off at Microsoft, I was in the long story short, for those who don't know, I was a training associate at Microsoft. So I was actually in the process of learning how to use Excel and teaching an introduction to Excel to people. Baby, and then they came in and said, "Well, bitches, bye, because we laying y'all off. You know, we don't spend all this money in open AI." And you know what? Let me not get into that on the recorded line. But long story short, shout out to Excel. Girl, Kim Zolciak and Croy, honey. Remember the last time we talked about them? Croy was fighting for custody of the kids because he said that Kim was not around. She liked to be away, canoodling with her new man and stuff. He didn't say that part. I'm sure he didn't say it out loud at least. But girl, the courts look like they agreed with Croy. And you should see where it says here, by way of TMZ. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim Zolciak stripped of custody until she sits for therapy session.
Wow.
Girl. So, this starts off. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak has been ordered to complete therapy before seeing the kids she shared with ex Corey Bierman, TMZ has learned. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, a Georgia judge told the Tardy for the Party singer that the kids will stay with Corey from April 3rd until Kim completes 4 parent therapy sessions. The order says the earliest Kim will be reunited with the kids is April 13th. As TMZ first reported, Croy filed court docs demanding sole custody of their 4 minor kids last week. In his filing, the former NFL star claimed Kim had missed court order therapy sessions and had been out of the country for 2 weeks. He said she had only seen the kids one night, and that night, one kid got bitten by a dog. Croy demanded that the current joint custody deal be changed immediately. Kim previously told TMZ about the claims. These accusations are completely false and nothing more than a deliberate attempt by Croy to defame my character. I spent 5 weeks away working on 2 TV shows to support my family and make sure my children are cared for, something I will never apologize for. She added, I refuse to be bullied or have lies twisted into a narrative about who I am. I will not stay silent. The truth is on my side, and it will come to light, no matter how hard anyone tries to bury it. And this is actually our second time reading that statement on this show. But yeah, wow. It looks like based off of what they saw on paper was like, look, he might be on to some girl if you was away for this amount of time out of the country and you were supposed to be in court order therapy session and you missed it. I mean, it's really not much you can dispute. I don't know. But that's that on that. Mm, mm. What we got next? Let's talk about some more messy breakups, honey. Dak Prescott and his ex fiance.
What are you? What?
Dak Prescott. So remember we talked about how they were getting ready to get married. They were at bachelorette honey party
Oh,
overseas, and they ended up breaking off the engagement. He broke off the engagement, from what I understand.
I ain't even gonna tell you who. When you said his name, popped in my head. Let me go on.
Ooh. And we have a comment saying, "Fuck that pro ball racist." Oh,
Oh,
well.
oh, not him being racist against himself. Jesus. Okay.
Listen, girl, I think it, honey.
What? He
I
just
don't.
looked a racist?
No, I mean, like I've seen people be racist towards themselves.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean, every day be we got somebody every day.
oh, child. But this starts off. Dak Prescott has confirmed his split from Sarah Jane Ramos in court docs, nearly 1 month after the estranged couple canceled their wedding. The Dallas Cowboys star quarterback referenced the breakup in court documents obtained by Us Weekly, acknowledging their relationship is over as they shift to co-parenting their children, 2-year-old MJ and 11-month-old Aurora. The exes share two young daughters and are working through custody arrangements with both sides reportedly aiming to keep things as smooth as possible. In the filing, Dak is specifically requesting that he and Ramos be named joint managing conservators of their children. The papers filed by Dak, reportedly state the parents of the children are separated. The appointment of the parents as joint managing conservators would be in the best interest of the children. It is in the best interest of the children that Prescott and Ramos be appointed joint managing conservators of the children. As we told you, the breakup came just weeks before they were set to tie the knot in Italy, with drama apparently bubbling up behind the scenes, which derailed the big day. Now, instead of wedding bells, it's court filings. But we're told both sides are actually pretty happy with how things have gone after the split.
Oh, well, good thing they didn't get married.
Oh, and we
Like
have
I
a
said.
clarifying comment in the chat. They weren't talking about Dak Prescott. They were talking about Croy. Yes, that pro ball race. Okay. Yes. Well, yes. Yes.
And when you said Dak Prescott, you know who
Who it
I
sound like
thought
you
of
said,
Dak
honey?
Shepard.
Oh,
Him and Kristen Bell, they got divorced. I was spiraling for like a second and a half. I was like, wait, what?
Lord, honey, look, my eye been side on their asses too, honey. Ever since she don't put that post about him talking about like jokingly saying that he was gonna kill her or some shit like that. I'm like, well, hold up now. Wait a minute. Why would you even joke like that, girl? So yes, my eyes, I got my side on Dak Prescott and Kristen,
Well, you mean Shepard. Shepard.
Dak Shepard,
See how
and
some people
Veronica
talk
Mars.
easily?
Yes, see, but okay, and I have to say, I know somebody who is itching to talk, honey, who was at that damn bachelor and bachelorette party overseas in Italy. One of their friends. Now, listen, I will keep you anonymous. I want to know what the fuck happened. Now, there are reports saying, these aren't confirmed though, but there are reports saying that she had found that he was using a burner account to text other women. But that wouldn't go in line with him canceling the engagement, right? So I would like to know what happened. If you were there and if you have firsthand knowledge of what happened but still want to remain anonymous, hit a bitch up, Auntie at AuntieDerek.com. And I will keep you anonymous. But I want to know the tea. Somebody tell me the tea. Y'all know some of y'all not telling it. It's been too long. This has been going on for what? We've learned about this story for about 2 weeks now, and still no reason of why this engagement has broken. Maybe I'm being too damn nosy. Okay, I can accept that, but I want to know the tea. Somebody please tell a bitch the tea. Hit a bitch up. Thank you. Well, making my birthday present. I don't know shit. Do something. I don't know. But that's that on that. Oh, we've just talked about Sai de Silva from New York Housewives, the Real Housewives of New York, and how that husband has broken off their marriage. And she has just released a statement. And you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Sai de Silva breaks silence on divorce from husband David Craig. And I'm just going to share my screen and we're just going to read her statement that she shared after the news of the divorce hit. And it says, "Thank you for the kindness, grace, and support so many of you have shown me. I'm overwhelmed by all your messages, and it truly means more than you know. My heart is with my children, and my focus is on giving them as much stability and love as possible. Living life publicly isn't always easy, but it's a reminder that we should all lead with compassion. You never really know what someone is navigating behind the scenes. So there you have it. There was her statement on the divorce news. And from what I understand, I haven't watched this show. I haven't watched the New York Housewives in a very, very long time, probably over a decade. But I understand she's part of the one of the new girls when they did the shake up. And she seems to be a fan favorite. Like when I shared this story on my social media, a lot of people watched it and a lot of people commented like, "Oh no, I actually liked her. Oh, this is terrible." Oh, well, look, we have a comment saying I like her. So she seems to be a fan favorite on the show, and a lot of people were actually disappointed by this news. So yeah, there you have it. And she says, "Thank you all for the kindness that you've shown her because of that news." Well, that is that on that. So I hate to bust y'all bubble, honey. Unfortunately, because I saw on social media they were talking about the president was hospitalized or something like that. He was like, "Oh no, what's going on? Should we worry? Should we celebrate? What's going on?" Unfortunately, y'all, he's doing looks like he's doing okay. And unfortunately, you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Donald Trump seen for the first time amid health crisis concerns. I am actually not going to read this story, but it just talk about him um, being spotted at a golf course in Virginia, and that's that on that. But it looks like he's doing okay and playing golf, and or maybe just trying to save face, make it look like he's
Child,
doing
no,
okay.
he ain't dead, and he's in a press conference. Ugh, carry on.
Look, we have a comment.
Overlearn.
Thanks for ruining my day. I am so sorry. That was not my intentions. Charge it to my head, not my heart.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even know who was putting out them that foolery. Cause
Hmm.
unless y'all got some real substantial, like, stop reporting on that, getting people's hopes up and shit. Just stop.
I love this show. Well, maybe president he needed somebody. I don't know. Somebody maybe needed an NDA or they signed NDAs. I bring up NDAs because we're gonna talk about Blac Chyna and NDAs or Angela White or whatever she wants to call herself these days. I like her. I have nothing against her, especially with the mama that she had to have, growing up.
She
But
need all the grace.
and she's gonna get it from me, honey. 'Cause girl,
Cause I mean, her mama, whew, if anybody had to grow up under that, you need a while to unlearn a lot of the bad habits, and I see what happened. Okay, girl, you got grace from me,
and me.
woo, Jesus, I'm sorry, you had to go through that, woo, Jesus.
Hmm. And with something else she had to go through, honey, with that ex she had with twin Hector. And you see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Blac Chyna demands $20 million from twin Hector for running his mouth in violation of their NDA. And this is really messy, y'all. So this starts off. Blac Chyna is taking her legal battle with ex-boyfriend twin Hector to another level by filing a cross complaint that alleges he's the real aggressor in their relationship. The rapper's countersuit claims she only defended herself during one specific incident where his eye swelled up after she says he struck her repeatedly in the body. Her legal team argues that any physical contact he sustained was purely self-defense, stating it was a direct, necessary, and proportionate act of self-defense performed solely to prevent further injury to herself. This response comes after twin Hector sued her in 2024 for allegedly assaulting him multiple times during their time together. Now China's flipping the script and claiming he's the one who beat her up consistently throughout their relationship. The cross complaint shifts the narrative from her being the aggressor to her being the victim, protecting herself from his violence. But the legal drama doesn't stop there. China's also suing twin Hector for allegedly breaking an NDA by referencing her in multiple songs he released over recent years. She claims he mentions a woman who wears a size 39 shoe in one track, which happens to be her exact shoe size. When she confronted him about it via text, he told her that the line could be about anyone, and she's not buying that explanation. The NDA violation claim is where things get expensive for him. According to TMZ, China's demanding at least $20 million for their breach of their confidentiality agreement. Over a shoe size. Look, I told you, don't talk about me. Don't talk about nothing. Don't talk about my body. Don't talk about my shoe size. Don't talk about how good this puss is. Don't talk about none of it. Because if you do, I'm coming for you. And that look like what she's doing. So he put in the song that I know a girl who wears size, 39. And then, these are European sizes. So what is a 39 in is that a size 9 in America? I don't know. Let me just UK shoe size 39 to the US.
Everybody take a shot every time Auntie says puss.
Don't do that because y'all gonna be drunk out y'all ass. Y'all might get
gonna say I'm on the clock. I can't do that.
y'all might get alcohol poisoning.
Oh, out the frame. Shit.
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh, I felt like, oh no. Like that's an after dark game, like on a weekend where you could lay down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and it says the European size 39 is a US women's size 8 to 8.5. So
Okay, average. Most of women fall between the 7.5 and the 8.5. Okay, no news. Who cares?
because if you was talking about anybody else, then you would have said a size 40. No, you was trying to be funny, nigga. You want to say a size 30? Give me my money. Give me $20 million. Let me
Do he even have $20 million?
That is a good question. I'm actually curious. Look, let me just see what Google says. Twin Hector net worth. Let's see what comes up. There is no publicly confirmed net worth for rapper Twin Hector, whose real name is Tayon Elijah Hector. He is
So
a
no.
stock.
He don't have it. He ain't got it.
Sister, don't even read no more. He ain't got it.
He ain't got it.
Oh, well, that is that on that. Hey, Moderna, welcome.
What's up, Moderna?
Well, y'all. So remember we talked about OJ the Juice Man, who I think myself, the only people who knew who he was in the room was what, me and maybe Hammy. But we learned that he was arrested, and we learned for pointing a gun at an officer on the highway, and then he tried to say that he rented a car for somebody, whatever.
And then it wasn't him and all that there. And
a whole crazy ass story. Well, he's been released from jail over the weekend. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, rapper OJ the Juice Man out of jail after allegedly pointing a gun at cop. And this starts off, rapper OJ the Juice Man isn't skipping a beat after spending a few weeks in lockup. In fact, TMZ has learned he's been released. The trap rapper, who cops have accused of pointing a gun at a Georgia State Patrol officer, got out of the clink earlier of the weekend, and his manager Ruben Wood says his time away hasn't slowed him down at all. Wood tells TMZ OJ was working on some new music prior to his March arrest, and fans will get to hear it very soon. Yay! Okay. I'm one of the fans who want to hear it very soon. Okay, anyway. Plus, the Juice Man won't just be sitting in the back of the proverbial fridge. He's set to hit the stage in the coming days as well, Wood says. As for the medical incident he suffered behind bars, caused by his type 1 diabetes, his management told us, Wood says he's doing perfectly fine on the outside, and now he's able to receive his proper insulin injections. Remember, cops arrested OJ the Juice Man after accusing him of pointing a gun at a law enforcement officer while driving in and out of traffic on a Georgia highway. OJ is facing one felony count of aggravated assault upon a public safety officer, plus one misdemeanor count of pointing or aiming a gun or pistol at another, and one felony count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, plus a bunch of misdemeanor traffic offenses. A sworn affidavit from a woman who knows OJ the Juice Man insists he was not driving the car like cops allege, and the rapper's management says he has the utmost respect for law enforcement. See, weird ass story, honey. Weird. But I want to hear the new music, especially if he's gonna give us anything that sounds like Green Floor. Give it. I want to hear it. Put it in my ears, inject it into my veins, honey. 10, 20, 50, 100. Paint the flow green. Okay, anyhow. But yeah, that's that on that. So, long story short, we don't have any more other information than what we already know. I was actually hoping for more information about this because I want to know what the fuck, and I want to know what the hell. Like, did that girl lie? under that sworn affidavit and saying he won't drive in the car because the cops was able to chase him. But honey, it's all weird. I'm sure we'll find out more. That is that on that, girl. Girl, this next story. I really hate when people put me in a position to have to agree with a cis hetero man, honey, especially a cis hetero man like Trick Daddy, who has gone like on his social media to say some really negative things about Black women over the years that I did not appreciate. Now, I can't rock with that. But the AKAs, honey, I just have to say, girl, y'all not being them allegations, man. I have to say it. Because, girl, it looks like Trick Daddy was hired. He was booked to perform at an event for the AKAs. It looks like, it left a sour taste in people's mouth. A lot of the elder members got up and left during his performance. And one of the organizers of the event came out, or the president, I forget who she was, but she came out and said that, Trick Daddy was given a list of things that he was not supposed to perform, and that list was ignored or something like that. She was pretty much trying to pass the buck. Trick Daddy was not having it. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Trick Daddy claps back over Alpha Kappa Alpha after controversial show shut down. And I'm like, because before I even start reading, right? Anybody up in here, right? Especially the millennials and the Gen Xers, baby. If you booking Trick Daddy for a fucking show, you know exactly what you're getting.
I don't know
I mean,
what dummy who thought this was like. Well, first of all, this is not the early 2000s. Why are y'all booking him for that? And you got older AKAs, senior citizen AKAs. Who thought that was a good idea?
that was my exact. I'm like, but when I even heard about it, when I heard he was there, I'm like, Trick Daddy. Now, and don't get me wrong, baby. He has in with the late 99s and the 2000s, baby. He had hits that stick like grits to this day. I can still play some of that shit up,
But
but
he's not universally. This don't go back to the older people. That's
right.
not going. If this was just a little Gen X millennial little meetup situation for the AKAs, then true. But you got the whole organization that's gonna bring out the old heads, the old heads. And who thought? And then also knowing his history of the way he been talking, especially since he been turned into something else, some cross between a butch lesbian and I don't know, gargoyle. But
Ah,
either way, whose bright idea was this, and then who signed off on it? Because there's levels. Somebody came up with the idea, somebody seconded it, and somebody signed off on it. Come on now, be fucking for real. Y'all take accountability for that stupid shit.
yeah, and he was intrigued that it wasn't happening, and rightfully so. He was like, "Come on, now, don't play with me, because if you booking me, you know what you getting." Like one of my personal favorite Trick songs is the one he has with Kaya that's saying, "Ho, jump on the dick," and Kaya says, "Just suck on the clit." So I feel like
Him
what.
and Trina, every album I mean, besides Trick Love the Kids, I mean, that's you getting everything else.
I'm with you, Moose. So I do. I'm with you, girl. Why didn't y'all? But anyway, let's see what all hip hop has to say about it. Who broke it down really nice for us?
Who want they pussy?
Ow. do not take a shot. Remember, we're not doing that. Well, Trick Daddy is not letting Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority have the last word after his controversial performance got cut short at the regional conference in Florida. Now the Miami veteran is firing back with some serious frustration. To put it blunt, he went off. What started as a booking for a prestigious sorority conference has quickly turned into a war of words about respect, expectations, and protecting reputations. As previously reported, AKA leadership ended Trick Daddy's set during their 73rd South Atlantic Regional Conference, saying he ignored clear rules about language, attire, and song selection. Regional Director Tiffany Moore Russell told members the decision was necessary after the performance did not meet the standards they discussed beforehand. But Trick Daddy says that version of events is inaccurate. In a lengthy social media response, he made it clear he felt his name was being dragged unnecessarily. He said plainly, don't defame my character, okay? Well, I think he said don't defamate. Don't defamate my character, but he meant don't defame my character. At the same time, he tried to separate his frustration with leadership from his respect for the sorority itself, saying, no disrespect to the AKA's most highly respected. Some of the most beautiful, attractive, and successful women that I know are AKA. Still, he questioned why he was booked at all if there were such tight restrictions. He asked directly, so when I tell y'all this, do not defamate my character. What the fuck you think I'm going? What the fuck you think he gonna perform? Um, that might be the real question floating around social media right now, and on this show. But Trick Daddy built his career on unapologetic Miami Street anthems and some of the more ignorant themed rap songs. Frankly, this is why people love Trick. He's raw. Most believe this was a mismatch that should have been obvious from day one. The rapper also claimed he gave the organization a price break and still delivered the show they paid for, saying he performed despite delays and felt disrespected when his microphone was cut. He also suggested the crowd reaction told a different story than the original statement and hinted he may release some video footage showing attendees enjoying the performance. He has since did that. He actually did release a video showing people in the audience dancing to his music. So anyway, other footage released online showed people walking out. Perhaps the most definitive statement he made was about his brand itself. Trick Daddy left the room Trick Daddy left little room for confusion about future expectations, saying, I ain't no clean version. I don't know no fucking clean version. So the article asks, where do you stand? Trick Daddy says he wants the rest of his money. Tiffany Moore Russell is a lawyer, so we may be looking at a legal standoff. Mm-mm. So yeah,
Well, that's pretty much what the thread was saying on when this happened. Like, what was he even doing there? Like, what did y'all expect? It was they was agreeing with him. Like, what? Why was he even there?
and I hate when people. Why y'all put me in positions to agree with cis hetero men? I hate
Well,
this.
and not
I
even
mean, if it's
just
right,
cis
it's
hetero.
right. You
It's
can't. I
him.
mean, you know.
And you're right, Chill was right. I mean, he's right. Even though he's yucky, even though he has said and said some foul shit, some
Don't be
weird shit.
heterophobic.
I am
I
a little
know.
bit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean,
y'all cool. Just don't bring that straight shit around me. And we gonna get along.
it's really the men, and I get it. It's really the men, and I understand it. But like Chill said, what's right is right, and they really did have him fucked up. And I
Yeah.
mean, he has already good warranted, you know, clapbacks coming. So this was just like, well, why y'all do that? And it wasn't even necessary. Don't even have to do that.
Yeah, and I don't have the link for the video that Trick shared because that actually broke from what I seen. Well, the link was shared before the show started, so I didn't get a chance to copy it and put it on my notepad. But yeah, he was not lying. He actually did release a video, and the people, including the elders, were in the audience shaking that tass, honey. So I mean, there's
Yeah. All it takes is one of the older people in charge to be like disgusted and demand, that they cut the performance. I'm sure because I even know who the hell Trick Daddy is. You know what I'm saying?
And so do them older AKAs, but that's not
I've
what they
been
wanted to hear.
twirling it like a helicopter. Waving my. It's
You
that's who
there.
he is. So I don't. I think he was right. Not everybody had the terrible reaction that they're making it out to be, but it probably was some very powerful elderly women in that group who said,
That
"Oh
didn't want to hear
hell
it.
no."
Yes, that's not their type. And so you should know that if for a group like a conference opened up to the whole AKA organization, that there should be somebody that is cool for everybody instead of offending and just what you want to hear. That's I mean, y'all
Right.
motherfuckers just need to stop being weird. Do y'all
I
not have
have
manners?
I
Cool,
imagine the people who
understanding,
objected didn't even fucking know who Trick Daddy was until he got on stage,
and
and
then
then
was
they
like,
were shocked because
"Whoa,
they didn't expect it.
yeah,
And I think the question that he led with Chill, because he asked that crowd of women, who want they pussy?
oh,
Right,
yeah."
and that's when they got
And you
got
know
him
them
out there too.
conservative upper crust black women about shit they pants. Come on, AKA is the more, you know,
And the whole time they the main
conservative.
ones getting that pussy ate. Allegedly,
Okay,
allegedly.
okay. I mean, but you know the whole like stereotype and just more. They're supposed to be more conservative and more, put. I wouldn't say put together, but I can't think of all the words I want to say. But yeah, hoity-toity.
Oh,
I'm sure
this,
Hammy just said something
this
crazy.
can we move on from Baloo?
Nah, Baloo.
I ain't heard that in forever.
Oh, Harry, what I tell you about making me cackle in the middle of these stories, honey.
That blew off.
Well,
Oh,
before we move on
Anyways,
from
Hammy need to
Baloo,
be on the panel for real. I could just, baby, look at here. He would have people falling out.
I don't know. I don't understand what's wrong with the people today. Like, you don't have no consideration for your elders. You don't have no consideration for older people. You don't think, do y'all not think about any other people besides yourselves? Like, I'm confused.
mm-mm. They don't know now respect. They don't know now other people other than themselves.
I mean,
So,
if your budget was that fucking tight, don't get a DJ. Shit, the
I
fuck?
think, hearing his songs is one thing, but I think when he said that out loud, like the ad lib of what he said, baby, it's like, oh, hell no.
Well,
Who booked
imagine
this man?
somebody's 80-year-old grandma that's there for her AKA outing.
Right. Knowing there was gonna be some elderly people in that crowd. Yeah, they was not expecting that. I mean, they probably would have been aghast at his lyrics and his songs, but when he said that, they're like, oh no,
I mean, just be fucking for real. Somebody needs to take accountability and move on. Cause
well,
you bitches act like y'all slow. And I'm
I'm
tired.
sure there's been meetings after, like, who in the hell is responsible for this?
All of y'all, whoever, 1, 2, and 3 need to be taken off the board. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
mm-hmm.
I'm
And before we
sorry.
move on from Baloo, I have to say I actually discovered by accident because I was watching, the TV was on BET and White Chicks was on. But after White Chicks came, BET had an HBCU award fest. Baby, that
Oh,
thing
really?
was everything. It was from what I understand, it was their inaugural one. So I think that was their first one that they're and I understand maybe they'll be doing this yearly. But one of the things they did was had a Divine Nine performance. Each of them. Baby, when I tell you each and every last one of them
Hey,
Greeks came out and repped they motherfucking set.
damn. And you know what? I saw White Chicks on the thing, and when I passed it, dang, if I would have known.
Girl, and I just I was like, oh, what's this? And let me tell y'all one person who surprised me. Tim's. That damn Tim. So y'all get y'all shot glasses ready because I'm about to say puss again.
Oh,
T-
okay.
that Nigerian queen, honey. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Now I knew. Listen, I knew.
Chocolate, a tall,
not
chocolatey.
not just but her perform because she was able to perform her two hit songs on they gave her two
Hmm.
separate sets and she had on this gorgeous white dress baby I mean
Hmm.
the body was bodying, the
Hmm.
hair was hairing, the makeup was fierce, and baby when she turned around and showed that ass and just gave you a little shimmy I said yeah,
Off.
yes.
Look here. Look, I like Tim's. Now,
All
do I
natural.
like all the songs? No, but I respect her. She has been a class act, and she's so sweet and so beautiful.
She's
And the
beautiful.
mic was on, honey.
She can perform. People love her.
Baby, I was like, puss. G- Give me puss. Give me femininity. Oh my god, I was just in love. And so congratulations. And then Tisha Campbell. She did she did a I guess a remake with her Be Alone Tonight from School Days.
Yeah.
That was really she and baby and her she was still it sounded just as good as she did back then. So shout out to that. I really enjoyed that and I hope to see
He said
more of it.
some roses, didn't he? Damn. Oh, I'm drunk, Ham. Oh.
Well, so let's talk about another straight man that unfortunately the public had me agree with, honey. I hate when y'all do this.
2 in 1 day? Oh my God.
Girl, DaBaby. What he done went through with that.
No, and it's two
Don't tell me
problematic
that.
ass motherfuckers that actually was right on these two things.
You done agreed with DaBaby?
I mean, just like you said, because right is right. And
Well, I don't know about the story. Let me hear the story.
well, you see where it says here by way of all hip hop, DaBaby threatens Dallas artists, using my kids for viral content will get you hurt.
Oh, okay.
So long story short, chill. What happened with DaBaby was out. This artist came with a painting of DaBaby's two daughters. DaBaby
Okay.
just saw it and straight up ignored him. Was like, and he didn't do
He's
nothing.
leaving a club at that, so he did a little club performance.
Mm-hmm. And then, so people kind of called him out like, "Oh, you so rude. He put his time in." And I'm like, no. What the hell did you paint that man's daughters for? Are you crazy? So, but yeah, go ahead, Libra Queen.
No, I was trying to wait for you to finish because I got something to say.
Oh, okay.
Also,
A lot
Trick
to
Daddy
say.
was
Okay.
right as well.
Yes, okay. Well, let's go ahead and see what DaBaby said. So, all hip hop says DaBaby made his stance crystal clear about protecting his daughters from public attention and online exploitation. The North Carolina rapper rejected a Dallas artist's painting outside a nightclub following his Be More Grateful tour stop at the Echo Lounge and Music Hall on April 1st of 2026. Video footage from April 2nd showed Bruce White Jr. attempting to present the artwork to DaBaby, who glanced at it briefly before walking away without comment. White Jr. posted the full painting on Instagram anyway, sharing multiple angles and close-ups of the two young girls' faces. He captioned the carousel with praise for DaBaby's family and tagged various Dallas art communities. The post gained traction online, with some users complimenting the artist's technical skill, while others questioned the appropriateness of the gesture. DaBaby responded directly in the comments on April 4th, making his position unmistakable. He wrote, "You still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that. Steady playing for this online attention." The rapper emphasized that using his children for viral content crossed a serious line. He added, "Using my kids ain't the route to go if you want to go viral. That's the route you want to go. That's the route you go if you want to get hurt. This a father talking, not a rapper." The artist didn't stop there. DaBaby posted an Instagram story video detailing his boundaries. He stated, "I'm not the type of father that's into grown men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that." He made clear that his protective stance wasn't negotiable, regardless of artistic intent or public opinion. You know what?
He right. I ain't never seen his kids. He right. I see. I see why you would agree. He right.
No, and I hate why y'all put me in positions to agree with a straight man, especially a problematic man like this.
Well, and I was like, not even just a straight man. Two recently problematic as fuck straight men.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Libra Queen.
That nigga was weird as fuck. And the fact that people are sitting here defending him, and when DaBaby has laid out his boundaries, is fucking crazy. Because if you're getting smoke from the artist that you quote unquote appreciate, the easiest thing to do would be take down the content. Again, it's still weird as fuck that it was not a picture of DaBaby. It's a picture of his little girls. Where did you get the pictures of his little girls? That you had enough time to paint a detailed picture of his little girls, not him, not the artist that you're appreciating, that you like so much, that you try to clout chase from, but his children. Weird as fuck, especially in today's social climate. Also, there's a clip going around because apparently the artist is uh Charles, what's his name? Charleston
Oh,
White,
Charleston White Town.
whatever the fuck his name is. Apparently, allegedly, well, not allegedly, but he said that that's his cousin, and that his cousin does this all the time. Like, his cousin is known for his art and does all this stuff all the time, and he's a great artist and all that, all well and good. I don't give a fuck what he is. The relationship that he has with his cousin is different from a stranger right? He is a stranger to DaBaby. He did that shit unprovoked, unfucking commissioned, unsolicited. What the fuck? Because if somebody does it to you and you don't happen to like it, now it's a fucking problem. There's a reason why people are becoming more protective of their children, and I'm glad that he is taking this stance. And I wish more people would do this because people take liberties with their parasocial relationships with people. That and then when they are met with a boundary, you try to make that person feel bad about the boundary that they're fucking setting because you are a stranger to them. You're not a fucking a family member, a close family friend, someone he paid for, he came to, he for for uh suck you out for commission to do this portrait. You didn't even ask fucking permission. You just did the shit and thought he was supposed to appreciate it because you put all your hard work and talent into it and he's an artist that you admire. I have seen time and time again other artists that I know personally who have done images of celebrity people and not of their children, not of their friends, not of their family. It's been pictures of them, and people have been receptive to it. I know only of one other time where someone made a portrait of children that happened to be one of my friends. My friends, who's an artist, had another fellow artist do a portrait of his children, and at the time, it was cool, right? But also he was given the opportunity to buy the portrait and not have it go be bought by some random stranger and be put up somewhere where someone else can admire his kids like that he ain't fucking know. I just really need people to be fucking for real, put their fucking thinking caps on, and get out of their fucking ego. Because if you're a talented artist, you could be all the talented artists you want. But at the same time, you're doing that shit to kids who don't have you don't have their consent, you don't have their parents' consent, and you think, oh, well, he's just high and mighty, he disrespecting his fans. No, bitch. He's not disrespecting his fans. He's protecting his children. And they're little fucking girls. You didn't make no fucking portrait of his sons. You made portraits of his little fucking girls in today's fucking climate. But yeah, he's wrong. Please go to hell.
Exactly. In today's climate, I'm
Weird.
just gonna piggyback off of that. In today's climate, where we learned that there was a group chat of thousands and thousands of men who be sharing very inappropriate pictures of women and children and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like in no world, nobody can convince me this shit was
And even
appropriate.
if you had innocent intentions when you did it, once it was rejected, you should have respected the boundary. Period. Oh, okay, my bad, dog. All right, I'll take it down. That's that. Like, there should not even be no argument. All of what Quinn said, yes. All of that. You motherfuckers is weird. From the story about the AKAs to this one, y'all motherfuckers is weird, and I need y'all to start taking y'all multivitamins and getting y'all brains together. Cause what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Right? Please stop putting me in positions to agree with cis hetero men. Stop. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Come,
Here's ghetto.
come on, Chili.
Okay, Chili.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey.
Oh, so in addition to all of that, once he did not appreciate the picture and walked away from it, for you to put it on your website and continue to
Hello.
promote it was the most egregious thing. Like,
Okay.
obviously,
Hello.
he did not like that. And you think you're such a good artist, and maybe they were great paintings, no doubt. Maybe they were. I didn't see them.
Scrambled eggs for
It was
But I
breakfast.
a
wouldn't care if
Canaan.
it was like the Mona Lisa. That man did not appreciate you painting his daughters, and for you to continue that on your website, to me,
It's
is ultimate
egregious.
disrespect. Ultimate.
And
So,
and truthfully, Chill,
Chill.
the pictures themselves were actually really, really good. But I feel like DaBaby handled this so well in with that kind of the way he just because the way he just looked at him is like I mean you could tell he was very uncomfortable, but he
mhm.
didn't want to disrespect the man right then and there. So he just looked at it and turned away. Man, let me show
Yeah,
because it's a really quick clip. I can
And that
And
tells you right there that he didn't
okay,
appreciate it. He didn't
and that
say,
should have been that,
no bad word. He didn't look at it and say, "Oh my God, these are
or
beautiful.
punch you in your
These are my,"
face.
you know what I'm saying? He turned away from it. That lets you know right then he did not appreciate what you did. So,
Mhm.
uh-uh.
It was a beautiful picture, but he didn't like it.
Let me tell
I
you,
don't know what
folks with
to know.
scrambled eggs for
Hey,
brains.
I'm gonna show y'all the picture, the actual photo.
He was like, "What the fuck?"
And look at him looking like a big goofy ass nigga.
Okay,
Ugh.
okay.
I don't
And
know.
look
We
at him
got to
looking like
show
a
y'all
big
the
goofy.
picture. Stupid
I mean,
motherfucker.
I mean,
Ooh.
his talent looked pretty average. I've seen portraits like that. I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't.
Girl, y'all,
it wasn't.
It
y'all
wasn't
ready
my
to
cup.
Okay.
this coffee.
But folks got scrambled eggs for brains. Clearly,
I don't care
Oh
who's
God.
defending it. Bitch, you're wrong. You're weird.
Weird as hell. I even find myself putting, and y'all know I don't do that Instagram shit like that, honey. I'm in an Instagram comment and I'm like, I'm like, I cannot believe the amount of people that is defending this. Like, what is
okay.
happening?
Okay, I have a quick question. If there's a black man with a high top fade and a high top, damn, like high, kind of high, for especially for 2026, I don't. He has to be a backup. He has to be. Is Did we talk about that before? Did somebody mention that
A
about
hot
being
tub
in the
fame.
in the press briefing and the dude and one of the journalists had a high top fade?
Mm, mm. Now, is it outdated? Yeah. Does it matter? I don't know. I think I might have to do a little bit more research on that.
If I
Is it
could take
giving
a
kid and
picture,
play? Because
it is. It's not that high as kids, but it's on its way. And I'm like, why is this happening? I'm looking at the White House. They got Orange Buffoon up here right now. So he ain't dead, clearly. Whoever put that hospital shit out pisses me off. But this dude, they showed the dude, and he got a. I said, oh God, he probably worked for like Newsmax or whatever the mother. What's the News Fox? I don't know. One of them alternative. Cause I ain't seen nobody in this day and age of of journalists and mainstream with some sense look like that. But okay, I'm sorry. I digress. That just threw me off, and I was like, oh Jesus.
Well, the way you digress is actually good because it actually goes into our next story about Jonathan Majors, honey, and how people are
Oh,
side eyeing him.
oh Lord,
he's so
Yes,
embarrassing.
he really is. But I'm sure y'all have seen the reports about him on a set, and him and his co-star like it was out of a window and some other
Yeah,
shit
I
like.
don't understand. And then the workers are upset, and it's a lot. I'm not really sure. I didn't dive into the story, but I'll listen to what you
Yeah, and
to
the
say.
workers aren't really upset. What was happening is that there's actually a strike that was going on around them that was in that area. And but no, they actually had reports come out and say, oh no, it's still a great environment. I'm still okay with going to work. Both actors said that, Jonathan Majors and the other actor who was hurt, who had to get like I think 3 to 4 stitches. But we ain't talking about that, honey. Shout out to the Root because the Root did they big one with this story. And I have to say, they asking the right questions. And you see, I was able to just share this article. It says why black folks are side eyeing Jonathan Majors' new DEI hating boss more than his set accident. So when you mentioned like right wing publications and stuff, it looks like this film that he's working on is actually backed by Daily Wire, which is a conservative publication. So anyway, this starts off. Jonathan Majors returned to a film set 2 years after his domestic dispute case is going anything but smoothly after the actor fell through a window, tumbling 6 feet. However, that's not what has most black folks on the internet shocked. Instead, is Majors' work with the Daily Wire, the right wing film production company co founded by MAGA supporter and political commentator Ben Shapiro, that has black folks shaking their heads at Majors, calling it the final nail in the coffin of his career. So let's get into it. Ever since his 2023 domestic dispute case, Jonathan Majors has been on hiatus after being dropped by major film studios like Marvel. However, some black folks had been holding on to the hope that he could make a Hollywood comeback. At least they were until February, when it was announced that Majors was set to star in an action film produced by Daily Wire, in a move that TikTok commentators are calling absolutely desperate. It doesn't help that Majors is also an executive producer on the film, which is shooting under the title Knuckles, through his company Tall Street Productions, according to Variety. Now, folks are calling his recent onset accident a poetic reflection of his career. In footage obtained by Deadline, Majors and his co-star, Jay-Z Kilcoyne, are in the middle of shooting a scene when they move backwards towards a window and fall. Sources told Deadline that the window was not secure because it had been replaced with a loose sheet of tempered glass to be shattered in a future scene by stunt doubles. In the clip, the film crew rushes to the window before one of the actors, supposedly Major, says he's good and they should use the footage. However, while Majors was fine, sources also told Deadline that Kilcoyne had to get stitches in his hand because of the accident. In TikTok comments, the accident has caught the attention of people who are disappointed to see the downward trajectory of Majors' career. The fall off is crazy, wrote one user. He could have made a good comeback, but appearing in a Daily Wire film is a nail in the coffin. Bro could have done a couple of Netflix movies or shows and been all right, added another. Bro went from being an Avengers level threat to working with Ben Shapiro and getting hurt on his set. That's just sad, added a third. And it said, listen, I hope that no one got seriously injured, but it's also poetic, commented another. Per Variety, this incident was also the cherry on top of a slew of labor concerns for crew members, which led to a strike through the International Alliance of Technical Stage Employees on March 26th. Currently, the crew is in negotiations for a better working environment, but those talks do not seem to be going well. As one as one of the producers told Deadline, that they do not negotiate with communists. I'm sorry, no, he didn't. Anyway, despite the dodgy work environment and the crew's walkout, filming is said to be ongoing. Majors has not made any comments on the incident or the strike. However, representatives for Kilcoyne, who has rapped, told Variety that he did not feel unsafe, and continued to have a positive experience working on the project after the tumble. Girl, fuck y'all. Oh, and Jonathan Majors he released a statement recently, like before the show started. He said it everything is good.
We
We
don't
cool.
care.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, neither girl.
Well, I mean, but why you gotta keep being stupid? Like Ben Shapiro? Like, my God. Sometimes people, it does not take much to be aware of your surroundings. What's going on in the world? Who you taking money from? My God. Are y'all all right?
Well, no. And truthfully, he's probably because he truthfully probably can only get that's only who will welcome him back in that.
There was rumblings that he was getting a little more information, like getting a little, like people were starting to come around. But now you ain't patient enough. So you gonna take money from anybody? You gonna take money from the devil because you think you need to just do something? Mm-mm.
And
Y'all
Megan
need to stop
Good.
being stuck on stupid. Y'all need, because all y'all do is shoot yourselves in the foot doing stupid shit like that.
No, and Megan, we looking at you, girl, because now we're like, okay, girl, you married this man, so you got to be okay with this shit. Look, just like we looking at Miss Melissa Gilbert, we looking at Megan Good, like, girl, you see your man, your man working and getting hurt on the set of a right wing production, girl. I guess what you gonna do because rent's due? I don't know. I felt fun about their marriage anyway, honey, with his mom officiating the ceremony. That just did not sit right with me. But hey,
Well, I mean, look, I don't know. The desperateness is oozing off of both of them. And like I said, because I don't have a problem with canceling folks as a unit. Because I said, get her, Chili and Usher back together so we could cancel them together. So if we got to cancel Megan and Jonathan together, I mean, you make your bed, you have to lie in it. I don't care no more. Because y'all act like y'all stuck on stupid.
hmm
We out here going through the worst time. Now, okay, I won't say the worst times. If I look at that, I put a little extra dip on my chip because there is more in our lifetime, in some of our in recent, most recent history. This is probably the worst time it's been in a long time, especially as being a Gen Xer. I didn't experience civil rights. I did not experience Jim Crow, so I know those things are much worse. Slavery is much worse. But in my experience, this is one of the most difficult times that we've had, and we got to fight like we are. They trying to push us back into Jim Crow era. So we got a lot of shit against us right now. So y'all need to eat y'all Wheaties and act like y'all got some fucking sense.
Okay.
Cause my God, we might be rolling right back into some Jim Crow and some of the worst times ever if y'all don't stop being stupid.
I mean, you see it. It's right. It's you see how easy it is to take away people's rights and take away their
Oh,
home. Look, but girl,
look, mhm, Jesus.
well,
Anyway,
while we sit here talking about canceling people as a collective, remember how Terry Crews, his wife, unfortunately got canceled. She didn't even really do nothing, but she just still got canceled in the process of his coonery. But this story that we about to tell you about her is actually really sad.
oh no.
Um, you should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Terry Crews' wife Rebecca reveals she's living with Parkinson's disease.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, and this starts off. Terry Crews' wife, Rebecca King Crews, is going public with a shocking medical diagnosis, revealing she's been living with Parkinson's disease for years. Terry and Rebecca made the surprising announcement on the Today Show Monday, saying she was first diagnosed with the disease in 2015. Rebecca said she recently underwent a breakthrough procedure to help with symptoms on the right side of her body and is already making an incredible difference. She can now write with her right hand for the first time in nearly 3 years, even writing her name and dates again. She also regained balance on her right side, though she's still in recovery. Rebecca says she's planning a second procedure in September, this time focused on the left side. As for why she's speaking out now, she says she's incredibly encouraged by the results of the procedure, calling it a new frontier in medicine, especially since doctors were able to operate on her brain without cutting her open. She hopes it becomes more widely available, noting it's still expensive and not yet covered. Terry says Rebecca kept her diagnosis under wraps because she didn't want pity, but they felt it was time to share and raise awareness. The couple's been together for nearly 37 years and seem tighter than ever. So, yeah, and that was just a yeah, we have a comment saying college sweethearts, 37 years of marriage. And I just hate that, she had to see because when Terry Crews started showing his ass over the years, honey, the people was like, well, we can cancel his white wife too. And then people was like, well, wait a minute, she's not white. And everybody's like, oh, she not. Oh, my bad, girl. That shit was funny to me. But there's actually a quick clip of her talking about this. So let me when she was on the Today Show. So let me just share my screen and we can just watch it really fast. Give me 1 second. Okay.
This is some video of what you were like before the procedure.
Yeah, with no medication at all.
With no medication.
For 3 days.
And you're going to have the second procedure in September with the hope of treating the symptoms for the other side of your body. Why come forward now? Why share this story with the world?
Well, 2 reasons. One is that I don't believe in telling my story just so you can know my story and feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
I really believe that this procedure and others like it are the new frontier of medicine. They were able to go into my brain without cutting me open.
Non-invasive.
Non-invasive at all. And then I felt that I wanted to potentially make it more available to others because it's an expensive surgery. It's not covered yet.
Yeah.
And just to give hope to people with Parkinson because I believe that we're going to find a cure.
I'm sorry. We have a comment in the same. We have a comment saying "Child" by Amber Rose and Cherry Joe Cruz.
Oh,
Leave her alone. You are horrible. But yeah. I'm actually
Girl,
Wait a minute,
It
Terry
ain't covered
Joe.
yet. It ain't covered yet. That's the key words right there. This is experimental, so insurance ain't paying for this.
hmm
But
I
thank you for
wonder. I
letting me
would love
know.
to hear, like, what Michael J. Fox has to say about this type of surgery, because he's been an advocate for Parkinson's like since hell, since just about as long as I've been alive.
Well, since
So
he was diagnosed, and he was a big advocate on the um, stem cell research that Republicans was trying to get cut. Mm, mm,
mm,
mm, mm.
fuck.
Anyways, and maybe this is a procedure that are for people maybe not as progressed as far as Michael. I mean, especially since it's experimental. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna certainly keep an eye on this, just to out of curiosity. I've certainly
No,
didn't
that's
know.
a good information, and I
Mhm.
mean, I'm glad that she tried it. I mean, jokes aside of Terry Joe, that shit is hilarious, and besides that this is a good medical breakthrough, and I'm glad she's brought it to the light because a lot of people wouldn't even know that exists.
Yeah, it was the Amber Rose. I mean, you see, immediately after I stopped playing the video, honey, and I tried to like hold it in, but I just saw that comment and just
Oh
I'm like,
no,
this bitch in this chat, honey.
I mean, nailed it to a T. Terry Joe Cruz and Amber Rose. Oh my god.
I'm actually, just long story short, I'm a big fan of this. When women do this short blonde thing, I love it. Like, because it reminds me of Brigitte Nielsen in the '80s, and I just love
A
my
white
friend.
woman. Okay.
Yes, my friend Sonia does it, and I love it on her. Oh, we have a comment saying Eminem. Yes, but just not on him. hmm
Ugh.
Exactly that, but just not on him. Well, speaking of colorful hair, honey, and I won't spend too much time on this next story. I'm just gonna read it so I can clip it and get it the hell out the way. But that snitch Tekashi 69. And you see where it says
Yeah.
you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Tekashi 69 must stay on straight and narrow to keep out of jail, lawyer says. Well, duh. Should have been doing that in the first fucking place. Fuck no. But anyway, Tekashi 69 has been celebrating his release from federal lockup, but he's got to be careful and follow strict rules to stay a free man, or else it's back to the big house. As everyone knows, Tekashi was released from MDC Brooklyn after spending 3 months behind bars for running afoul of his conditions of federal probation. The rapper pled guilty to 3 violations, 2 for possessing a pair of controlled substances, and 1 for committing an assault. TMZ obtained Takashi's judgment for his probation violation case and spoke with his longtime attorney, Lance Lazaro, who shed light on what the New York rapper must do to stay out of jail. First things first, Lazaro says Tekashi must keep away from convicted felons, guns, and drugs. In 2025, Tekashi failed a federally administered drug test, coming up positive for cocaine and MDMA, a synthetic drug that doubles as a stimulant and hallucinogen. Lazaro says despite Takashi's dirty urine test, the hip hop star is not on any drugs currently and is enjoying a sober existence. Still, the attorney says probation officers are expected to drug test Tekashi over the next 12 months of his federal supervision. Court documents show Tekashi must submit to 1 drug test upon his release from jail and then at least 2 random drug tests after that. The docs also state Tekashi must enroll in an outpatient drug treatment program as well as a mental health program focused on anger management. The good news for Tekashi is that he can drink alcohol to ease the stress of his strict probation guidelines, according to Lazaro and court documents. Over the weekend, Tekashi celebrated his jail release at the strip club Booby Trap in Pompano Beach, Florida, where we're told he and his posse enjoyed some expensive bottle service. So bottoms up. Lazaro last spoke with Tekashi by phone days before his release, saying 69 was extremely happy and looking forward to rebuilding his career. Girl, bye. Anyway, next. So, that's that on that. Oh, what I got for us? Oh, so this is actually a very, very interesting story here because you know how it's been said that K-pop is really just an extension or really a copy and paste of like black R&B, black hip
It
hop.
is.
Hmm.
Also, how many skips we got?
Girl, well, we about towards the end. Let me see. Let me see
Yeah,
what.
because I feel a skip coming on.
Well, no, we ain't gonna skip this only because K-pop they show up, baby. So when I clip this, I know I'm gonna get some views out of this motherfucker.
Yuck.
But this is actually a very interesting story. So you should see where it says BTS's Sugar reveals stage name inspired by boxing legend. So this starts off BTS rapper Sugar is clarifying the origin of his stage name, revealing it's not short for shooting guard after all. It takes inspiration from a completely different sport. The Bangtan Boys did an interview with Wired amid their air is that a re how you say that out of name Arirang album press tour, where they answered the internet's biggest question about the massive K-pop group. When it comes to Yoongi, around the 13-minute mark, a prompt asked Suga name meaning, and V and Jungkook both responded shooting guard, but a 33-year-old actually corrected them. I can finally explain this now, Sugar said. It's not shooting guard. It was annoying to explain, but I just said that. But it's Sugar Ray Leonard. He went on to shout out UFC superstar Sean O'Malley, who also goes by Sugar with no R, pointing out how popular it's how excuse me, shouting out how it's a popular moniker in combat sport. But the big hit music founder deserves the credit for giving it to him too. There's a legendary boxer named Sugar Ray Leonard, and I didn't come up with it. Mr. Bang suggested it because he liked boxing so much. So people who have technical striking skills, the specialists are called Sugar. And since he's been known to be a technical MC, the name fit. The story was news to all members. Even J Hope admitted it was his first time finding out about the explanation. Suga said he went with the shooting guard story for a while since it was much easier, and he was tired of trying to explain the real inspiration. The basketball reference makes sense. After all, Suga was a global ambassador for the league a few years back and has hit up several games himself, but straight from the man himself, and it's a nod to boxing. Oh, so good for him. I just find it really interesting that I let it go on for a while, but now I want to tell the truth about it's really from Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well,
Love black culture, but don't like black people. That's crazy.
I mean, they stay in black culture. They stay.
Reheating our nachos is crazy, and don't even do it better.
We have a Kevin saying, clap if you care.
I
Shout out to
Exactly,
mean,
and
Wendy.
that's why I really wanted to skip
I
it.
know, but we gonna get the.
Yeah, get the clip.
Yeah,
Get
baby.
the clip.
For some reason, them K-poppers, they show up and show out, honey.
Yeah, because
Well,
they're
because yeah.
losers.
Uh-uh.
Oh wow. Well, okay, I wouldn't even say that, but damn.
I wasn't ready.
But
And
they
bitch, I can
do.
fight. Let's be clear.
Look, but for real though, like it's wild.
Imagine.
It's wild the way they stay on our black
Okay.
people. Matter of fact, black American. Let's be fucking specific.
They
Cultures
say,
dick.
hello. Not our original
Mhm.
bone in their body, baby.
I mean, they got some. No, isn't
No.
that correct?
K-
No, because I was gonna say, well,
K-pop?
and it wasn't.
No.
No, no,
No.
no. I wasn't even gonna say that. I was like, well, they're culture things. I mean, they got food that's that, but even like how black people go up for Korean fried chicken, they literally learned how to fry chicken from black
From black
people
people.
that were in Vietnam.
Right. From military forces that were happened to
Yes.
be stationed over there. Let's be clear. They got their own culture. They just don't go up for their own culture like that. That's not what's making dollars for them globally. And there's no shade to them, but let's be clear. You love black American culture and you reheat our nachos, as the young kids say, and you bite our shit all the motherfucking time. and then be like, "Well, K-pop is better, bitch. Go to hell."
Who said that?
No, and I've
Listen,
heard the argument before.
there be
Mhm.
conversations all the time on goddamn Twitter. K-pop this, K-pop that, bitch.
And these are
K-drama,
not
you're
from like these are like from other like Black Americans and stuff like these are
Oh,
like okay.
well, we have a lot of self-hating people, and
it's the original bone.
unfortunately.
They ain't got an original bone in their body. Head ass.
Okay, now
Um,
what they did eat is this Korean skincare. I will give them that. They
Okay,
got
girl.
that.
Look, that's why they say black don't crack and Asian don't what? Raisin.
listen,
Okay.
let's be clear. But the reason why they're, you know what? Let me not say it on the recorded line because you know, white supremacy. That's why that man right there got all that white makeup on.
Ooh.
Oh, but I said the skincare. I ain't saying nothing about no lightning.
And I
Look.
want you to know that the skincare is just an after effect because of the fact that they want adjacency to whiteness.
Oh well, of course they do. We
Yeah.
know that. We know that history. Yeah, I mean, well, some of us know. I mean, y'all should be aware,
Hmm.
but y'all be acting like y'all got scrambled egg brains out here. But yeah,
But
but I
I'm
do go
not
up
too
for
much
that.
on. But I fuck with the South Koreans because my work bestie a South Korean man. You
I
know what I'm
do
saying?
fuck
A
with the
South
South
Korean
Koreans. They
American.
cool.
Shout out to
Okay.
them.
And I do go up for my Korean skincare. I will say they have elevated my face routine, and I'm not mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Sugar Ray Leonard,
And shout
Who
out to
used
him
the
to
too.
beat that
original.
ass back in the he used to what? He used to whoop ass back in the day. That's when boxing was actually good.
Yes.
That bullshit that they got today. Because he was
Mhm.
putting gloves to bodies, okay? Not this little bullshit that they got going on. He was putting glove to body.
Well, girl, speaking of gloves to body, or hell, in this case, maybe guns to body, honey. John Jones. Y'all know who he is?
No,
No,
MMA
who is
fighter.
that?
no.
Girl,
Oh God, no.
Girl, he done got caught over the weekend, honey, in a road rage incident. Now, I will say, I don't like how
Jump
TMZ.
scare?
No, he's actually a good looking man.
These
But this,
pictures?
yeah, this is just
Jump
a
scare?
bad angle from what they caught him in this video. I just don't like
Hmm.
how TMZ kind of framed this as like, you see where it says he caught in a road rage altercation. All he did was get out of the car and told the dude he need to calm down. Because,
Oh,
well, let me just point it a bit, but they thinking that because he had his hand in his pocket, he possibly had a gun, and he might have. But let's see.
but you didn't see it, so why are you assuming that's what it is? You don't even know. You just
Right.
assuming.
So let's see what happened during that incident.
What, bro? Trying to get into? You're almost fucking hitting me, bro.
Okay.
You gotta calm down, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta
bro.
relax.
You gotta learn how to drive,
You
bro.
gotta, you gotta, you gotta relax yourself, bro.
You're almost hitting me with your truck, bro. You're almost hitting me, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he got a gun in there, so and
In
what?
my
He
fucking
didn't
lane or
show
shit,
it.
bro. Come on.
But he said, "Yeah, you got to go to that for what?"
He had to make sure shit didn't get crazy.
And the guy who reported this, what was his name? I think it was Brian something. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, Brian Beltran, who that was the guy
I
who was
could tell.
reporting
I
it.
could already tell. We just was talking about some Asian folks. Jesus.
So yeah, I guess from what we understand, they had but I just don't like because TMZ kind of had to make it look like he was like I don't
Like he
know.
actually did something. Like he
Yeah,
actually like.
yeah. I guess it's the what's the word I'm looking for? Connotation. I don't know. Is that, if that's even the right word?
Well, what's some people named TMZ is a little. They a little racist.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying allegedly, because the stuff be adding up.
It sure does, honey. I
So
don't
if you
said it
don't
over
want to
years
be,
on my Twitter.
because if you don't want to be labeled racist, then maybe you shouldn't do racist things.
Look, we have a comment saying this guy looks like the son of 50 Cent. You know what? I can see that. And they look, and both of them are cancer. Cancer
Oh,
men.
hey, oh yeah, that's emotional. Yeah, he had a pistol. She
Look,
right there.
girl, why you just like that 50 Cent man on power? Look, he guilty as fuck. He did that shit. Look, we have a comment. Oh, so that's why you think he's attractive, girl. That's a possibility. But then again, he also too young. So I don't know. I can't do nothing with that, honey. Well, that's on that. This next story I won't spend too much time on either, but just a kind of a little bit of a sad update about Lil Papa, the young rapper from Florida who we learned unfortunately committed suicide. Um, well, somebody done stole the man's jewelry. Honey. When I tell you people have no shame, and you should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Lil Papa's family launches public search for late rapper's jewelry. Crazy. Well, Lil Papa's sister is making a direct appeal to the public after valuable belongings vanished from an Atlanta hotel parking lot on the day he died. Orion took to Instagram to reveal that her brother's jewelry and Goyard bag disappeared from the Hilton off 285 and Virginia Avenue, and the family's been hitting dead ends ever since. They've reached out to South Metro Towing and Hateville Police, but nobody's given them straight answers about what happened to his stuff. The 25-year-old Jacksonville rapper died by suicide in February after a single car accident, and the circumstances surrounding that day remain murky for his loved ones. What makes this situation even more frustrating is that the family's been left in the dark about basic details. Orion's post made it clear they're not looking for sympathy, just accountability and information. She emphasized that even the smallest detail could matter, and she's asking anyone who knows anything to step forward. Lil Papa had been signed to Yo Gotti's CMG label since 2022, and he'd built a solid catalog of music before his death. The Love and War artist collaborated with Gotti on the track H Spot, and he was making real moves in the industry. Rick Ross had deep respect for him due to his relationship with the MMG boss's daughter, Toy Roberts, and may have been planning something major before everything fell apart. So I hate to have to tell his sister, honey, but girl, you ain't getting that jewelry back. Just charge it to the game, girl. Because between the people in that parking lot, maybe some of the people who were staying in that hotel, between the people at the tow yard and the police department, somebody done took that jewelry. So, oh, and that Goyard bag. So, I hate it. Oh, we have a comment saying he died a month before his birthday. Sad. Oh, that is sad. Very sad. Well, may he continue to rest in peace. Another rapper that y'all don't know. I'm not even going out of curiosity, y'all. But this would be another one of them clip stories. And you should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, rapper walking bankroll thrown in jail over $7.9 million fraud scheme and bragging about wealth on social media. Y'all, when I tell you, I had a little chuckle off this story. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. So this starts off. Walking bankroll faces federal charges after his arrest at Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport while attempting to board a private flight to St. Martin. The Florida rapper, whose real name is David Edmond, stands accused of orchestrating a massive tax refund fraud scheme that resulted in nearly 450 fraudulent federal tax returns, claiming approximately $7.9 million in refunds, according to Local 10 News. Investigators say Bankroll created a fake company called Barnes and Associates Collection to gain unauthorized access to Locate Plus, an online database designed exclusively for legitimate businesses and officials. Once inside, he harvested social security numbers for over 1,000 people through approximately 200 excessive searches. The scheme involved a complex web of Yahoo and Gmail email accounts, multiple identities, and sophisticated IP address manipulation to submit the fraudulent returns without detection. Evidence tying Bankroll directly to the operation came from his Walking Bankroll Zodiac Facebook account, where he regularly posted pictures of private jets and luxury cars, accompanied by captions mocking people he considered financially unsuccessful. Federal agents also recovered images of driver's licenses, passports, and personal data ledgers from his cell phones during a broader search at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in August 2025 after he returned from the Dominican Republic. When agents arrested Bankroll at the airport Tuesday evening, they found approximately $7,650 in cash and numerous pieces of expensive jewelry in his possession. He appeared before a Miami federal judge on Thursday who ordered him held on separate personal surety bonds totaling $600,000. The judge imposed strict conditions, including restrictions on airport and seaport access, internet limitations that prevented him from visiting tax preparation websites, and a prohibition on selling or borrowing against his Alabama property. This isn't Bankroll's first encounter with federal authorities. In 2015, he was convicted in a separate identity theft case stemming from a 2013 arrest involving stolen personally identifiable information obtained from a Bank of America teller in Miami. He received a sentence of time served in that matter. If convicted on the current charge of making false claims against the United States, he faces up to 5 years in federal prison. And I'm surprised he was only getting that much. That's all he's only facing, just 5 years, especially with the history. But yeah, he was out here scamming, honey, and then putting that shit on social media. And was like, see, y'all can't do it like me. See, you ain't working hard enough like I am. And the whole time this motherfucker was scamming, allegedly. Well, that's on that. So I have 3 more stories left, and unfortunately, they are all sad stories about people who have passed away over the weekend. So the first person I'm gonna talk about is Mark Consuelos' father. Sal Consuelos has unfortunately passed away after a long time struggle. And I'm gonna see if this works when I post it. Let me see. Yes. Okay, so y'all see I just shared a People article. Mark Consuelos mourns the death of his brilliant father, Saul Consuelos, after a long illness. So, Mark Consuelos' father, Saul Consuelos, has died. The Live with Kelly and Mark co-host revealed the sad news on Monday, April 6th, during an episode of the syndicated talk show, explaining that Saul passed away peacefully on March 23rd following a long illness. His wife and co-host Kelly Ripa remember her father-in-law as the greatest person I've ever known, getting emotional during her remarks. I can honestly say that I will miss him every day for the rest of my life, as I know you will, as our children will, she said. He really is so symbolic of everything you are. The couple's 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, are taking the loss especially hard, Ripa added. This is the first loss they've ever experienced in their lives, she said. And I said by the time I was 8, I had no grandparents. You got to grow up with grandparents. You got to have a deep, meaningful got to have deep, meaningful conversations with them. So Mark, who's 55, went on to reflect on the lessons he learned from his father, recalling his hands-on approach to teaching. It's funny, I used to make a joke about my dad. If you asked him what time it was, he would tell you how to build a watch. There were a lot of lectures, and I learned so much. If he was fixing something in the house, he'd make me watch and do it. And I didn't know at the time why he was doing that. But now at the house, I'm able to do at least half of the stuff he did. I learned most of the stuff just by watching him. The TV star continued. I'm just gonna end there, and really good tribute. I'm actually a really, really big fan of Mark Consuelos, only because of that one role he played when he was in Riverdale as Veronica's daddy, honey. he played the hell out of Hyam. Do y'all hear me? That motherfucker was a shady ass businessman, and I was rich ass motherfucker was up to no good, and I was here for every bit of it. But and I've as an actor, as a personality, I've always liked him as well. And it looks like he learned his great personality from his father. So may Sal Consuelos rest in peace. So someone else who unfortunately lost her dad over the weekend, Gabrielle Union. Her father had passed away at 81 years old after a battle with dementia. And you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Gabrielle Union's father, Sylvester, dead at 81. Oh, we have a comment saying he's also good looking. Yes, that does help when it comes to Mark Consuelos. Yes, him being good looking actually does help. and you understand every day why Kelly Ripa was just like, you know what? I understand that we both co-stars, but let's just run away to Vegas and get married and not tell nobody. I, I get it, girl. But yeah, so Gabrielle Union's father, Sylvester. And this starts off. Gabrielle Union is mourning the death of her father, Sylvester, after he lost his battle with dementia. The actress posted a tribute for her dad on Instagram Saturday with a carousel of throwback photos following the death of Sylvester Cully Union Jr. Friday morning. Gabrielle said, "There's nothing that could prepare you for the painfully slow disappearing of your loved one from dementia." She said her father started repeating words and being forgetful before losing the ability to swallow and walk. Although the experience was brutal, Gabrielle said it didn't define her dad, who was surrounded by love and support from his ever-growing village of friends. She described Sylvester as a lifelong diehard Nebraska fan who taught her about teamwork and gave her a strong work ethic. She viewed her dad as a perfectly imperfect man and a father who acknowledged his imperfections and made amends for them. Gabrielle also said she feels bewildered for feeling relief the pain has ended, but profound heartbreak at the finality of his time. Excuse me. Sylvester was 81, and may he rest in peace. Yeah. And we have
That
a
is,
comment saying it's painful to watch your parents go through this. I can
yeah.
imagine.
I was gonna say, watching a parent, even though you get to talk or see them, or it's not an instant thing, you do have that mixed emotions, like the relief of them not going through pain. That is, you feel like, yes, okay, you don't have to suffer anymore. And then, yes, it's followed up with that immediate sadness of it's over. You know what I mean? Like they're gone. So
Yep.
I can understand that.
Yes, indeed.
And did you see her video recently? She cut her hair and is wearing it very natural.
I didn't see that. No. Let me see if
She
I can
went
find
on.
it.
I saw it on Instagram. She
It's a
like,
Gabrielle Union haircut.
I mean, I said, go ahead and embrace your roots, girl. Okay.
Embrace roots my ass, girl. This ain't nothing but a recession indicator. Look at it. Yeah, she don't want to go to the beauty salon no more and pay their bills, for them to do them weaves. That's their problem.
Okay, sure. Somebody was there doing it. She had somebody at the house did it, so she paid somebody to cut it. And she looked like she got a little soft, natural little fro. It's like a little baby fro.
It's something, all right. Okay,
It
girl.
looked better in that picture than I thought the video, but I said, "Go ahead, girl."
I-
Okay, let's move on.
Cause I'm okay. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, she need to give it a rest. I mean, she's not doing anything right now, wearing those weaves all the time, and you gotta let your natural hair breathe. I think it's cute.
As the son of a beautician, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Her weaves
Yeah,
for the
whatever.
school.
Just let your scalp breathe.
Look, let me tell you, it's not until recently that I think I've actually really gotten back to my original curl pattern. Like, for real. Like, coming out of my head, like when I was a child. I think it took a long time because I think I've been natural for at least 10 years now. And it was just recently where I was like, I really think my hair done really got back to like when I was a child, like how my mama used to fuss and be so mad about my hair and those little knots that it would get. Let me tell you, because I feel like it took a while for that to actually go back
Listen,
completely.
my grandma, my God bless her, God rest her soul. You got grease and water hair. That's all you need. Shut up. Shut up. Let people make it. Okay. But shout out to Gabrielle.
Maybe shorter, like cut it shorter. I don't know. I just don't like the way it looked. Maybe if it was shorter, kind of like what Terry Crews' wife with that length.
But
You know
maybe she wants
what?
it grippable. She wants maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? If
Well,
Dwayne
she
Wade
may
was
want to
my
get
husband,
braids. No, braids. Don't even go there. I already know where you're going. Don't even go there.
look, I
Because
was
maybe she want braids.
yeah. Look, if he was my husband, I would want something he could easily grip to.
God
Find
damn it,
something
he
to
just
get.
gonna still do it anyway.
Auntie, no, that's not what I was talking about.
No, for braids. God damn it.
Shout out to
You
D
said no.
Wade.
You said no. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Wait, what? Wait, I missed it. What was the inspiring reason for the cut, the chop?
Oh, she didn't say. I don't think she said.
No,
I don't know.
Because I
I
just
Auntie
really.
read
said
it,
it was a recession indicator, like those wigs cost a lot of money.
That's what Auntie
but it
said.
just the clip here it says Gabrielle Union chops off hair for an inspiring reason. What is the reason?
let me skim through the
Sometimes, you
article.
know, sometimes you just be ready for a change.
It says the movies always show women cutting their hair when all is lost, but I wanted to show the feeling of making a change when things are gravy. Union Wade said it hits different when it's foreign to me, but I heart this new. She closed the caption with a hashtag summer chop, hashtag flawless chop, hashtag flawless cut.
I told
Oh, so not
sometimes you
inspiring
just
reason. Okay.
no. She wants to be inspiring to other people.
But it wasn't inspiring. That statement was inspiring.
Girl. Okay. Okay.
Leave Queen said, I'm not inspired.
Listen, as a bitch who been natural for a long motherfucking
You've been
time.
lateral for a long time. It's fine. She just got there. It's her
You know,
turn.
and that's cool that she's coming to the table, but ma'am, who are you inspiring?
I don't know, somebody that ain't made it yet. I don't
I,
know.
girl,
Look, she inspired me to maybe grow my hair out and give me a little grippable length for my man, honey. I don't know.
You see,
please,
now we can
Auntie.
just move on. See, it's just going to hell from here.
You
Let's
ain't
just.
got no man, Tommy.
Eight, eight.
Oh,
That's okay.
Lord, I
I'm
got
over
a
there cracking up. That's a good one, too.
baby, I
Happy
got a
grab my
real tear
partner.
coming out my eye, honey.
She looked like Lord. She looked like Lord Farquaad. Happy said, "You guys are so funny," and we are. Shout out to Chili.
Yes, indeed. And Chili's absolutely right, honey. Ain't nobody claiming this, honey. Well,
Oh, good, George. Let me stop smiling because I'm starting to get that pain on the side of my cheeks. Ooh, child, that's funny.
that look after every show, every day, honey, my cheeks hurt. Like I'm surprised I don't look like the Joker. So, but his last story, unfortunately, is another sad one. With some news over the weekend. So Miss North Carolina, who had a really long battle with cancer, unfortunately succumbed to um, her illness over the weekend. Since this thumbnail isn't sharing, I'm going to share my screen, but it's from CBS 17. And you all should see where it says, former Miss North Carolina 2024, Carrie Everett, passes away after brave battle with cancer.
Oh,
So, yeah, hashtag fuck cancer.
mm-hmm.
But and this starts off. It is with heavy hearts that we share the news confirmed by her family of Carrie Everett, excuse me, the former Miss North Carolina 2024, who passed away Sunday night after a courageous battle with a rare and aggressive gastric cancer. Carrie, a beloved figure and trailblazer, inspired many with her talent and grace after being the first Miss North Carolina to attend an HBCU. The Seattle native was given the crown in June 2024 during her sophomore year at North Carolina Central University. Shout out to all my Eagles. Known for her vibrant spirit and dedication to her dreams, Carrie was not just a pageant winner. She was a vocal performance major at North Carolina Central with plans to graduate in 2027. I can be the first, but not the last, she previously told CBS 17. I want young women from all over the state and throughout the country attending HBCUs that this opportunity that this opportunity is for them. Carrie was diagnosed with metastatic is a signet ring cell sarcoma in July of 2025 while visiting family in Seattle. This is happening for a reason, and God has allowed me to use my voice to give a voice to others, Carrie said in response to the diagnosis and plans to give back during the fight against it. The 22-year-old remained in Seattle while undergoing chemotherapy and other treatments. Her legacy will forever live on in the hearts of those she touched. Um, our thoughts and prayers are with Carrie Everett's family and friends during this difficult time. Shout out to her. And she went to my school, baby. So I'm truly sad to hear about this. And may she rest in peace and condolences to her and her family. So, well, y'all, that was all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out, I always like to ask my girls, did y'all have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Happy actually just shared me a piece of tea in the, let me get it here. And it looks like it's some tea about Byron Allen, honey.
Well, he usually is never in the news. What's going on? He
Yeah,
buying
about
something?
one of his shows. Yeah. Let me get the link here. One of his shows looks like what's it called? Comics Unleashed. That show that
Mm-hmm.
he does. It looks like that it's getting canceled by way of
That's a bummer. I
yeah.
never watched it, but I don't like people being unemployed. Or well, he's rich, but it's nice little Diddy on TV. Why not? Why they always gotta cancel something? Somebody's watching it and enjoying it.
Right. Well, this is by way of the LA Times, who if I'm not mistaken, don't they work with a paywall? But anyway, I'm gonna share it anyway.
New York
And
Times.
you should see where it says Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed will replace CBS late nights host with Stephen Colbert. Oh, I guess I must have read it wrong. Okay, I thought his
Stephen
show.
Colbert? Is that
Yeah.
his new job?
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's a big
well,
up
that's
for him.
Now,
I
am I
wonder.
reading it wrong? Wait, it's yeah, okay. So the Comics Unleashed will replace Stephen Colbert. He's not.
Yeah, you reading it right. He
Oh,
will.
you mean his show is gonna go on to CBS
Yes,
where Colbert's show is aired?
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, he's moving to a bigger
Go
network.
Byron.
I
Yeah.
mean, CBS is under Nazi control, and allegedly.
Isn't Byron Allen single?
No, he's married to a white woman, baby.
Oh. I mean, well, I can change that. Let me stop.
So single.
Well,
So
I was like,
single.
well, Auntie said,
So
Auntie's
he's
like a white
single.
woman.
Well,
But
oh, let me say, oh, so he's single. Hmm. Well, congratulations. Let me just kind of read. In fact, I'm gonna do it. Let co-pilot do it afterward.
I
Wait,
mean,
read Happy's comment. Byron
Uh,
buys the local time slots after late night and makes money for the ads, but now the CBS network is buying license of the show to replace it with late night's time slot. Ooh, okay. They say bitch, check and checkmate, bitch. All right.
well, no, I don't like that because who's under CBS control is not good, and it's not good. But I mean, I guess it's good for Byron Allen, but
okay.
whatever.
Yes, and thank you, Libra. Not Libra Queen, but thank you, Libra Queen, for reading Happy's comment in the chat. And let me see what the summary says, just so I can make sure I have a clear understanding. It says, so the summary of this article: CBS is handing over its entire late night block to Byron Allen as a cost-cutting move. When the late night show with Stephen Colbert ends on May 21st after an 11-year run, Allen's two shows, Comics Unleashed and Funny You Should Ask, will take over the 11:35 p.m. and 12:35 a.m. slots. Why is CBS doing this? Allen pays CBS for the airtime and covers all production costs, making it essentially free for the network. His shows are much cheaper than traditional late night formats with big name hosts, bands, and writing staff. The CBS has been struggling with declining ratings and the broader collapse of late night TV as streaming takes over. And it goes on about the shows. We don't care. We don't care. I'm gonna skip that part. And then The Colbert context. CBS canceled Colbert's show due to high costs and failing ratings, though some speculated political pressure played a role. Colbert stayed on through the end of his contract and continued criticizing both Trump and Paramount. It says, while Allen fits the moment, his shows avoid political humor, making them low risk for the network. And they offer CBS a zero cost way to fill late night hours while still selling ad inventory.
Yuck.
And that's the main reason they did it, because he doesn't have political content. That's why they're getting rid of Colbert.
Right.
Mhm.
I like Stephen Colbert too. Happy. Now, mind
Yeah,
you, I don't actively watch his stuff. Let's be clear.
but
I don't be up
yeah,
watching his stuff. But the clips I be seeing, I'll be like, yeah, I can get down with this.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
right, right. Mm.
And buying Island, yeah, I mean,
Not them saying he's a problematic black and he paying for his own shit. So yeah, we finna
yeah,
throw it on there.
exactly. Listen,
What?
because who's finna be who? Where the blacks coming to watch him? They're not. I'm gonna
No,
tell you right now.
I've seen the commercials, but
He doesn't have relatability with the
Nah,
collective black,
he
unfortunately.
doesn't. I've
So
seen
he's
his Unleashed show a couple of times. I mean, it's alright.
it's a little yin yang before you go to sleep.
These Comic Unleashed shows are pre-taped and syndicated, so CBS can pre-watch it and know what to broadcast or not. I know, and who wants to be fucking censored?
Mm.
Give me the uncensored shit. I need all the fuck ups.
No, they just so they don't have nobody talking about Trump. That's actually what they looking for. That's
Nah,
what CBS is looking for.
they just be making
Mhm.
jokes. They don't do, political stuff. So
Because they them people bought up CBS and it's falling under yeah. Look, we'll talk about all that off of a recorded line because there's some extra shit I can say, but we'll let
Okay.
we'll let that rest right there.
Well, yes, and happy. Thank you for that piece of tea. And did anybody else have any NAT they wanted to share?
Black woman, she's an actress that was on Tyler Perry's show and also Young and the Restless. Passed away. She was
I,
60 something.
yeah, I saw that too.
Yes, I
didn't
said,
she
and I forgot to
play
put her on my
ill?
list.
Hmm?
Didn't she play sick on the show? On the Young and the Restless? Like, wasn't she ill on the show?
Maybe, but I think she died of lung cancer. It was some type of cancer. I think it's lung cancer.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch the Young and the Restless, but I passed across them, and it was a black lady sitting on the couch, and she was very ill. And at the end of
Probably
her little section, she called someone and said she was ready, to try the treatment. Apparently, it was something about her not going for the treatment or whatever. Like, I don't keep up with it, but I wonder if that was the same girl.
there she is. He just posted. Who's
It looked, it looked like it might have been her, but like I said, I don't watch the show, so I can't 100% say that was her.
hmm They could have wrote it into the storyline
Yeah, yeah, she
so
may have
that
been
she could
ill
still work for a little
for
bit.
real. Yeah, because she
Yeah.
tried to get up and she couldn't get up, and then she decided to take the treatment or whatever. So yeah, but it may have been her.
Mm.
Man,
Artem,
ugh.
Hmm.
Artemis 2 breaks Apollo 13's distance record as humans travel farther from Earth than ever before. That's the latest from our cousin Phil Lewis.
Yep, they slingshotting around the moon right now. So
But
Yeah.
can't keep that toilet working. That's crazy.
did it break again?
I think yesterday or the day before.
What, the
Well, there's no
toilet?
gravity.
Yeah. And then had the lady fixing it. I said, bitch,
She's the
I wish they would.
she the plumber. She ain't mad about it. She said she was
That's
on
her
it.
job
She
for
just
real. I just
well,
feel
they
like
ain't
that's
her
a
only
man's.
job.
But I just
They
feel,
all got multiple jobs.
I understand, but I just feel like there's a whole bunch of men. She the only woman. I feel like that's a man's job.
Okay. I mean, maybe she
She
got
like
this.
it. She like it. I love it for her. But that's a
But
man.
yep.
Yep. And speaking of, did y'all ever sign up for the boarding pass? I wonder if the boarding pass still valid because I know they done changed the launch date so many times.
I think I signed up for it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That was months ago, though.
Oh, but it was the third. This was the third launch. Like it got bumped twice. So whatever. But it looks like they're gonna be successful. I was nervous. I mean, being a product of one of the kids that saw the spaceship blow up.
What was that? The
I,
Challenger.
look here. I've been traumatized every time they freaking do one of these. I'd be so nervous. But I'm so glad that it's going smoothly, and they're actually the first time I heard about a slingshot like that, it was in the movies, and I was like, oh my God, they really doing it. Like, oh, that's so cool. Like that's really a thing. Oh, not just a movie thing.
Mm-hmm. And you see how that the Artemis 2 is inspiring. It looks like, inspiring a lot of people. I just posted an article about astronomy clubs in North Carolina. So yeah,
Mm. And I
that's what's
say
up.
movie, but I think I saw it was in one of the cartoon adult shows that we watched. Was it what's the one with the alien? American Dad. I think that might have been the one where they talk about slingshot.
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on.
happy. I saw that too. One of the big news is in LA is how many locals are upset by the super high prices of Olympic 2028, of the 2028 Olympics. Yes, absolutely ridiculous. And I think there are some people who are also reflecting about the upcoming World Cup too, how the prices are insane, and
Oh,
and then on top of that, like uh there's some kind of like service fee that's attached to it, I think too, that people are like, what the fuck? You are gonna charge $1 million for these tickets and then add a service fee?
which
That's
is nuts.
ridiculous. On top of that,
It's
what is the
nuts.
service fee for? I want service fees to go to hell.
The
All
price
service
tickets
fees.
though, that ain't nothing new. Olympic tickets have been high in no matter what country they're in. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but the difference is, I think, so like I looked at tickets to go to Paris, and the way that they have their setup is when you buy a ticket, you essentially buying the ticket. You're not paying $500 for a service fee.
a service fee. Yeah, that's that Ticketmaster bullshit.
Yeah, and that's the on top of the ticket already being expensive. It's like I'm not gonna pay $1,500 and then have to pay $500 extra for a service fee. No, I want to
Death
support
to service
America.
fees.
Hello, I'll be supporting America from my couch.
But
Thanks.
I'm not surprised. First of all, LA and New York are two of the highest cities ever. They've been taxing y'all. I'm not surprised
But
with
low
all the stuff
key,
we what?
go ahead, go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say, and with all the inflation and everything else we got going on, and everything is high as hell. I'm not surprised that they trying to kill y'all pockets. I don't know who's gonna pay for this. I guess the celebrities will just be out there. I don't know.
They try to say it's more expensive than the one in Paris. I highly doubt it, but I also think what it is they're trying to get back the money they have spent on preparation. So the year that I came out to LA, I want to say this was 2021, 2022, 21. I think 21. One of the years, 21 or 22, I came there for my birthday and they were clearing out encampments, homeless encampment. So I think that's probably part of it too. That the quote unquote service fee is a built-in fee to recoup some of the preparation and clearing of people's that they've the cost that they have incurred for that, which I think is fucked up. That's just my own little conspiracy theory or whatever. They not slick.
Let me see, and I was able to find an article about that, just for those who want to read about it later.
LAS had so much construction and road improvement because of FIFA and Olympics. Even our airport has had neighboring. Yeah, absolutely. And what's so crazy about that, which I think is very ghetto, very is that why do you wait to clean up house to make the house look good when you got visitors coming in? Why you don't make the house look good for everybody? for the regular people, for the locals. You only want to get it together when you got company coming, and you don't want them to see how truly negligent and third world ish America is. Yuck. Don't even give them the idea, Happy, because they gonna rent them beach tents. You know how much they gonna rent them out for? Too much money. Ain't nobody gonna be able to pay for them. Regular people ain't gonna be able to pay for them.
With especially, and they're gonna charge a 24% service fee on top of that just to rent them tents out, girl. No, don't give them no idea. Oh, wake it up. We'll have a comment if they can afford Kanye shows. ... Okay, wake it up.
Oh.
Look here.
And that's who will be going to the FIFA. So, well.
That too. That's why I'm like, I don't know why y'all press. Y'all know this is rich people stuff. Come on, we're getting ready to go.
Sure.
Rich people stuff.
Hi, project manager.
What's up? What's up?
They have Monday off. They have Friday and Monday off. I said, I didn't even work. I still gotta work all these days. What they doing?
Yep, Easter Friday. I'm so glad to see they're bringing back Easter Monday because I felt like Easter Monday was a lost art.
Well, I just realized that they don't have Good Friday on the calendar no more.
Oh,
because it used to be marked on the calendar, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
now
still
it
got
says
calendar.
Easter Sunday and Easter Monday. But no Good Friday.
Oh, well, I got calendars with it on there, so maybe it's some. No.
Maybe it's Google. I don't
know. Well, Google, do better.
Okay. So thank you for that. Happy that other people. Anybody else got any more tea before we headed out?
No, I'm sure something's gonna pop off as soon as we get out of here.
It always do, honey, but that's all right because we'll talk about it tomorrow. Flip on camera to give them another thank you for my birthday wishes. Hold on. And okay. So yes, I wanted to take the time to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Come and sip tea with a bitch. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Head to auntiederrick.com. Hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. Today was what, Libra Queen? National Twinkie Day. So if
yeah.
You know what? Thank you for saying that because I think your emails are getting bumped to my junk mail because I ain't been getting them, so I'm gonna double check.
Oh yeah, so check if you are subscribed to me and you have not been getting my daily emails, they are more than likely going to your junk folder. So even though I'm trash, my emails are not. So yeah, check on
That's exactly where they go. And I think because of the header. But once you look at it, then it goes to your inbox once you open it and look at it in there.
Probably.
That's how mine did anyway. Now they come to my inbox.
Yay. Well, I try to keep them entertaining. I try to keep them fun and let us know about a surprise day that you may not have known about. So yeah, I try to give you subscribing to me worth your while, basically. And I want to take the time again to send a special thank you to everybody who has reached out to me yesterday to wish me a happy birthday. Especially if you did it in the middle of your Easter celebrations, like in the middle of your family. So I am truly grateful. Thank you to everybody who has called, emailed, sent me a message on social media, DM'd, all of that. I appreciate each and every last one of them. I am 40 and fabulous now. So thank you again for the love. I surely felt love on my special day. And we will be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. And until then, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.